You know, Florida Atlantic had a very efficient offense, and they can really hurt you with threes. And we talked about limiting their threes and turning them over, and our guys did that. So I was really proud of that. Holding a college basketball team to 46 points is going to give you a chance. So excited about that. I just thought, you know, we had some great possessions today. We just didn't have enough of them because we just threw that thing around. So we did a great job at Old Dominion not turning it over. Got to get back to that. And you know, I thought our starters were the ones that turned it over a lot. So we've got to get back and work on that. We get it down to 12, 13 a game. It's putting us in a good spot. So a lot of guys contributed. I thought the young guys off the bench, our bench was very good today, played the right way. Their defense was really good. And I thought Jalen Deloach, this was his best game of his career. He did some great things today, and we're going to need that moving forward.
What impressed you most about Ace's second half where he ran the point? You know, he had 7 of his 9 assists in the second half, and really seemed like he was in a good groove as far as distributing the ball.
Yeah, he's getting more time, right, and starting to feel better. And just, you know, he's been out of it for a while, so now just that live action and using those ball screens, start feeling better with the ball in his hands and reading it and knowing who can catch what. I think he's starting to get back to that, and so you saw that. Him coming off ball screens is a weapon we have to use, and he gets that thing hot. You know, one thing, when he gets that ball hot, you know, it becomes contagious. Other guys get it going. So as long as we don't jump up in the air and throw it away, we can get a shot every time down. We have enough of guys that can finish at the rim. I thought a lot of things we did today was off good passes at the rim, and we got to continue that. But Ace did a great job of that. Besides his turnovers late, because he's trying to get a little fancy, threading the needle, he did a great job using the ball screen and running the show, he and Jay Nunn.
You mentioned Jalen and that he had that big, like 3-minute stretch from 15 minutes to 12 minutes where he had 6 points in the block when he came in for Saunders. But what impressed you most about this second half in that stretch?
Well, number one, he has the ability. I mean, the way he moves as a freshman, he's physical, and he's very competitive. So he's got to guard Levi and Haas every day in practice. So that's going to make him better too. But when he has a clear mind and he's right all about the moment and doesn't frustrate himself, man, he's just getting better and better. And, you know, that's a freshman. You know, freshmen are like this. But he's had some good days, and I think that's huge. And we're going to need his defense and his rebounding. And now with him finishing and catching those passes, I mean, that's another big man that can finish at the rim for us. It's huge. So I'm really proud of him.
Kind of out there, how have you seen his, you know, maybe confidence and comfortability increase?
Who's this?
Jalen, since game 1 to now. Just again, mentioning his ability to, you know, catch a finish under the rim, doing that more. So how have you seen him become more confident to this point in the season?
Look, when you have in-game success as a freshman, you want more of it, and you stick to the work. You stick to the work. So, you know, that's the most important thing for him, is stick to the work and then be ready to play. And, you know, the biggest thing for freshmen, especially they know here they're going to play, we're going to throw them in the fire, is you're going to have some tough moments. You just got to work through them. You can't let them hold you back. And you know, one thing he's got to continue to do is just continue to mature and emotionally mature, because he's so competitive and he gets so mad at himself. I love that part about him. You know, we want that edge, but with that edge, you got to make sure, you know, sometimes you put it in your back pocket, because you got to win the next play. You got to be about the right thing out of a timeout. You got to know Ace called a play, I got to run that play. And with experience, he's going to get better and better at that. So, but you saw some good things today.
Collectively, though, with your team, no matter if they're down double digits or they're up double digits and it goes away, they have to battle back. What is it collectively you see out of this group where they can kind of keep that ball even keel in a situation?
Well, I think we play really hard. Like everybody in college basketball plays hard. I just think our guys have made that a weapon. They play super hard, and they're competitive, and their edge really helps. So they bought into the defensive side of the ball from day one, that we're going to guard people our way, and they're doing that at a high level. And our young guys at our bench are now doing it at a high level. That's huge. So as a collective group, that's what they do the best. Now the word I used, Wes, was anemic. Our offense has been anemic a lot throughout the year, but we're improving it because guys are starting to say, this is what I can do in offense, this is what I shouldn't do or can't do. Now, turnovers are the number one thing. We don't turn the ball over like the other night, we're always going to give ourselves a chance to win because our defense will show up. But we're executing better. Now, having Ace helps tremendously, but guys that were taking the right shots. We have guys that aren't trying to chuck a three, they're putting on the floor and trying to get someone else's shot. So we're improving. We're getting better. Our younger guys are maturing a little bit with experience. So there's a collective approach to, like, let's try to play the right way, because the way we play defense gives us a great chance to win no matter who we play.
What makes your perimeter defense so strong? You guys are leading the country and they're coming in, and home team's 24%, you held FAU to 21% today. So just what goes into that strong perimeter?
Well, guard the ball, right? If you guard the ball and don't get in rotation, you don't have to run out and close out late and give guys shots. So guard the ball. Be so disciplined on the ball and keep it in front. When you do that, the only way they can shoot it, right, is get downhill and shoot tough twos, contested twos, or throw it in the post. We have some good post defenders. The other thing I think we do, we have some guys that, that they can move and they're long and athletic, including our bigs, that when we do get in rotation, we work on it all the time. We want to run guys off the three-point line. Even though we might break down our defense, allowing an open shot is not okay. Every shot, even if it's a late contest, is better than no contest. So I go crazy in practice when guys don't contest a shot, or even if it's late. A late contest is better than no contest. So we just take pride in it. And if you don't have second, third effort, you're probably coming out of the game, you're going to be told in practice that's not good enough, that's not to our standard. So just being on edge all the time, that we don't want to give guys open threes. They're going to make some tough threes. There's good players out there, but we're not giving up open threes. We're going to contest everything.
Mentioned, how the offense, you kind of described it maybe anemic at times. Do you consider that second half, though, maybe the best, stretch of offense, just going 71% from the field in that second half?
Yeah, and if you don't turn it over, it could even be better. I mean, that's the way we got to play. We got to execute plays. We got to share the ball. I just wish we wouldn't get so cute with the ball, right? Stay on the ground and just make simple plays and reward your teammate for running it the right way or filling the lane. That's the next step. And we all have that as a player. You sometimes put a little sauce on the dog. Like, you just sometimes just got to keep it strictly vanilla and just make the right play. And that's the biggest thing for us right now, is just make the right play and make sure we don't turn it over. But today, I thought Vince did a super job today. They didn't leave him at all. They didn't want to get him get an open shot, but he did a great job throwing the ball in the post today. Hit some cutters on his drives, and then guys were cutting really hard because that ball's getting hot. So got to continue to share the ball and play the right way and play off 2 feet. And that second half, if there are numbers as we go along, we're going to put ourselves in a good position to beat good teams.
The starting lineup with Vince at the 4, even with the sign back, you guys stuck with that lineup. Is that just a matter of like trying to get back in the mix, or you think you continue that moving forward? Yeah,
but it's working too, because we have a 4-man out there that is a high-level passer. He can shoot it at a high level, and you can't leave him and help off him. So the great thing is there's different ways we can play. We can play big, but we can also play with 4 guards. And even Keyshawn played the 4 today, and they got to play him, and he's a driver that can pass. So, that we have options now. And when you in our league, in our schedule, you got to play differently against some different teams, and having that option is huge.
Jimmy, I saw him out before the game.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling well after shoot around, and so he just didn't feel right. So we're like, let's make sure he's right. So he was meeting with the doctors afterwards.
Penn State, obviously, big for the program getting in a Big Ten program like that. You guys obviously played them close up there last year. The buzzer beater, they ended up winning. What was kind of your early impression of them? Just what can you take from today?
Yeah, I mean, we had a great game up there, and they made a great play at the end. So our guys, they're remembering it, right? It's a game we could have had. We were close, but it didn't get done. So we're going to use that for fuel for sure. But they have some really good players. They have some players we recruited, we know very well. They have some guys that really improved, and Coach Shrewsbury's a very good coach. I've known him for a while. He's a great X&O coach, and he's implementing his culture and his standards, and these guys have bought into it. And they played Ohio State the other day, and the way they played against Ohio State, I mean, it was a high-level game. And so we got our hands full, but it's what a great opportunity for us to play a Big Ten team here at home, and you know, our guys are going to be ready for it. You know, our staff is going to prepare for it the next 2 days, and it should be a great, you know, a great game.
Next to players, just obviously they mentioned like they work on it every day with the free throw shooting. I know it hasn't been where you wanted. You know, you guys set the program record in free throw percentage last year, but obviously Bones was a big part of that. Like, what are you seeing as far as just the free throws maybe?
Well, let's cut it to the real. Bones was over 80. Ace was over 80 or close. Jameer was over 80. We lost 3 good free throw shooters. Ace got to get back to it and all that. He will. I'll put my life on him shooting big free throws. But we got to practice, so we got to continue to work on it, and we do. And we have a couple of guys that get up there, and they're not sticking with their routine. A couple of guys shooting too fast, and you know, some of our younger guys got to get up there with more confidence. But free throws, you got to work on it, and then you got to believe in it all the time. So we work on it all the time. If you got any answers, any ideas, I'm all for it. I don't know if you're a shooter, but I'm all for it.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah. Wes, thanks for everything. I know you are getting off the radio soon, but I appreciate everything you've done for VCU and our teams and our players, and what you've done for the central region of, you know, all the kids, high schools, and everything you've done with your fundraising and helping people. So I just want to say publicly from VCU, thank you so much.